Bonjour and privet or privet. I'm in Moldova, so in the capital of Moldova, which is Chisinau, and it's a country that is sort of still part of Romania, but it's its own country, and it's above, a little bit above Romania and just a bit below Ukraine. I'm in the capital. I just showed you what seems to be some sort of beach, but this is a landlocked country, so, you know, what does that tell you? The history quickly behind this one is the Soviets actually made a man-made beach in the heart of the capital. So good on the boys. Get the boys a bit of a swim. He's having a nap. But yeah, we're walking around, and basically Moldova is its own country, but they speak Moldovan, which is, I think, exactly Romanian. They got their independence from the USSR in 1991, and they're doing their thing ever since. So I'm going to do some exploring around the capital. It's actually, it's known as the ugliest capital in Europe, which is a bit of a rough badge to bear, but it doesn't have a huge amount of infrastructure, you know, to see all these, you know, beautiful monuments and things like that. It's got a few, and I'll see if I can find some, but it does have heaps of parks that are massive. Like this one is huge. It's got a bunch over there, a bunch behind me, but it's a beautiful park. Everyone's just sort of taking it easy, walking, and this is my kind of thing, you know. So I'm enjoying the capital thus far. Very quiet. Everyone keeps to themselves. You know, nice when they need to be, but it's good. Came from Milan, so had an early flight this morning. It was left at 6 from Milan to Chisinau, so didn't end up going to a hostel the night before. Just thought I'd have another crack at Milan airport second time, find a little plot of land hidden away. Got there in the afternoon the day before and just camped out. Still this park. Crazy spot. I found something I don't think I've ever seen before. Look at this shit. They're like in little cages that they grow into. Getting flies coming around at me. Or something. Yeah. Look at that. Cool little like domes. Super intricate. And then they turn into this. They like build it out. So cool. Don't know what that is. Very cool though. Some like dead space. That's the aliens on the earth. We're in another park. Another lovely park. In the heart of it. A bit smaller, but still nice. So, two main objectives today. We've got adventure to try and chase, and we have a mission or an experiment. Both quite impulsive decisions, but that is okay. The first is I'm going to find my way and find a marshrutka, or like a minibus, to an old medieval city, or just an old city called Orhei Vega, or Old Orhei. And I also thought, just for a bit of spiritual cleansing, to try out a 2-day water fast. So the rules that I have is drink water with salt in it, keep the blood pressure up, and I can have tea and coffee. Black for both, obviously. So yeah, my last meal was yesterday evening at about 8 PM last night, and 48 hours from then is the goal. Alrighty. We're walking on a path leading to some old stuff, I think. But what I was just sort of, while I was standing on this Mastrutka, pondering at least what I've enjoyed, and some weird quirks that you might not expect. Firstly, weirdly, throughout cities there seems to be those boxes that a boxing bag comes out of it and you hit it to see how hard, like how many points you get. And they're not just in like arcade places, they're like on the sides of streets, like normal streets. I saw one next to a park gym as well. Yeah, it's just one of those things you just would not expect a country to have a lot of. The thing was interesting is, I don't think it's too much of a surprise, but there's the camaraderie, I guess. The bus driver for this Mastrutka, we were driving along the highway, and then there was some young kids on the other side of the road who flagged him down, and rather than just waiting in the bus for them to run across, he gets out of the bus, wanders across to the middle of the highway, and then, you know, stops some cars, and then, you know, gets them to come across. And it was nice, you know, it was just one of those nice things to see. Yeah. Other thing was as well, which I like about Eastern Europe in general, is they still have organ meats for sale. So at this supermarket I was able to find liver cooked in onions, good old fashioned way, and I bought it and it was about $1 Australian, thereabouts. Supermarket cooked. They had a whole selection of, rather than just roast chook, which they did have, they had ready-made rissoles, drumsticks, snags cooked, a bunch of salads, like more than charcoal charlies, heaps. Just different options of choices, and this was all in the deli of the supermarket. Yeah, so it's an outstanding little. G'day again. So, but empty for the most part. So check up, probably done about, I don't know, 15 to 20,000 steps maybe. Still going strong with the fasting. I stopped at about 3 coffees in the morning, which made my heart go up, down, side to side, bit of a boogie. So I thought, give it a bit of a break. Haven't really had access to find a cafe anyway, it's just farmland. But there's another old city, and that's the main one, which is up that mountain or hill road. So that's what I'm doing now. And I sort of have to crack the whip a little bit, because the earlier I get there, the more likely I am to find another Mastrutka, which is heading back to the capital city. So that's the plan. I think it's about almost 4 o'clock now. I stopped at about 9 PM last night, so getting close to 24 hours. If that makes it, yeah, it does. So yeah, we're almost to the 24-hour mark, and then we've only got another 24 hours after that. I've taken in the sights and the quietness. Yeah, and the cave church, although I couldn't video. The guy in there, no joke, like a 13th century like sorcerer, had the big long beard, the hair that was all frizzy. He was in all black. And when I went in there, there was a few other Moldovans or Romanians who were just leaving, and so it was just me and him. And I was standing there looking at the church, you know, like inside being in the cave, it was quite nice. And he's just reading scripture. Don't know if it was a Bible or what, but he just starts cracking up to himself. Just to himself, and I look over and he sort of looks up at me like, what are you looking at? And I'm like, alright, all good, but classic, like. Looked like the craziest sorcerer in this cave. It just all worked perfectly. Hello again. I'm in Trebujena, Trebujeni, I think, which is actually the other town that I didn't get to last time because I had to get a bus. So I thought better to take the safe bet and stay on the main road so the Marshrutka can come by and pick me up. Yeah, so I had a day off yesterday where I just sort of walked around the capital, went down to the Soviet beach and enjoyed some sun. Didn't swim, didn't look like the cleanest of water, but yeah, best way to describe where I'm at the moment, which is in perfect eloquence, was when I got off the bus. Two girls on their bikes rode past, and one of them just said, "What the fuck?" while looking directly at me. So I thought I blended in a bit better than that, but that gives you a bit of an idea of where I am and what they're usually exposed to. I'm going to another one that's more Ottoman ruins. So yeah. Alright, so coming up to some caves, cave ruins, caves, etc. I have to find out. All I know is there's a Tatar bath ruins nearby. Tatars are like Turkic people from like above Turkey though, so like Kazakhstan, as well as I guess in Moldova as well. But there's some bath ruins over that way, and there's some more ruins here that I'll check out. So, nice view, pretty good real estate. There's a cross engraved over here. Someone's highlighting that this is the exit, just if you didn't know. Yeah, so keep. Whoa, this is cool. Okay, so it goes further in. Okay, I'm gonna flash through a bit of this. It's already way cooler in here than it is out there. Okay, not that that's doing much. Okay, so we're still, this is definitely, you can see above how it's been carved out. Try and have a look in here. It's actually extremely dark, so it's hard to see. I don't know if that's giving you any, yeah, it's like, yeah, you can't see much. Okay, so we're hitting a wall. More corners. Interesting. Don't trip over anything. There's no turn that back off. Seems to be that there's no markings left on it, or if there ever was, they're gone. There might not have ever been any. Like the ones that we saw back in Turkey, which was stunning, but still pretty wild. There's another one to go see. There's actually a couple more, so we'll keep moving. Okay, bit more to see. Coolio. Far out. Some people just spent some time carving their names into this. Now, a whole lot more. Pretty low. Okay. Don't go too deep, but maybe there's a secret passageway. Interesting. Keep moving. There is more down there. I think there's an easier way to get in. Beautiful day nonetheless. Stunning. Right, straight ahead there. Can't see it too well, but that is the the monastery that we're at about 2 days ago. Anyway, we will continue onward. Toots, toots. See, it's just, yeah, it is interesting how they've done the carving that way. As you can see, you know, it's very blocky. Worked in sections, I guess. Another little body hole. Almost a bit scared. Anyway, let's have a little looky. Yeah, another little home, but as you can see, similar cut-ins from the stuff. It's quite nice going through this stuff when there isn't like a, I guess sometimes it's better if you've got some boards saying what's what, but also it's fun to at least imagine what would have been here, you know. Like, there was no entry gate or anything of that. It wasn't even there was no office or anything, so I just sort of wandered up and wandered in. But it means that I don't know who the Tatars did one over there, so I'd say they did this one as well. Very cool sniping spot for cod, just an FYI. Good for camping. Yeah, I think this is the end of the frontier. Nope, there's still a bit more. It's stunning though, stunning day, far out. Blue sky, beautiful sun, perfect temperature. Little river down the bottom there. Beautiful green countryside. I mean, even though I'm not finding out the secrets to the universe, and there's no ancient scriptures to read, it's a good day nonetheless. It's quite a beautiful day actually. Okay, we're back at another one. Oh. This might be the last of the frontier. It's an interesting little thing though. It's like an apartment complex but on its side. It's yeah, it's the last of the frontier. This one. It's the, yeah, right. Well, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Let's go up here for fun anyway. Dodged. Tree can't touch this. Yeah. This one's this one's cool. It's like the place that you meet up with the aliens to talk business, sort out some deals. I don't know, there's something very eerie about standing here. This one's circular. This could be natural. This could be a natural phenomena, and then this may have been seen from out in the countryside by the Tatars when they were coming through this area. It's my hypothesis. Don't attack me. They saw this and they gave them the idea to settle here potentially. They have done some work down the bottom here, as you can see, outside of the fact that it's got some stuff on it. Yeah, like this looks a bit more, yeah, this looks more natural compared to, especially because the way that they cut in, it seems very blockish, as we saw before, but stunning nonetheless. Now this is cool. So this is the Tatar, check it out, bathhouse, it's the Tatar bath ruins. So they're starting to do some excavating on it, but climb up this bad boy. Feels steady enough, not that steady. Cool, holy shit. So okay, let's have a little look here. This boy's shaking like something. Okay, so they have started to do some excavations on the bad boy, clean it up a bit, but I think they've added to it. Okay, so cool, very cool. This is, I imagine, what it's like. So okay, we'll start over there. Let's do a little bit of a wander. So we've got opening there, I guess, and then a seats. We've got, obviously this is the main area, so that's quite cool. A duplicate of the same thing, very cool. Another one in there, more bathhouses or bath ruins. Lay down on the bench. Bigger one, cool, maybe some beds. That one's getting a bit of work done onto it. That looks like a central sort of, you can see a little bit of an entrance there. Which is cool, and then the main sort of entrance area. So there's a walkway over there, walkway there, one over there. Very cool. So they're trying to do some work on it. Some of it looks a bit more newer. Yeah, it's hard to tell which is what. Well, 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 what do we have here? Always wanted to say that. Well, a well that's still in use. So wild. Alrighty, so we're back in Chisinau, the capital. Finished up for the day. What I did just remember while I was on the bus was, firstly, did that fast, but finished it about 36 hours in, so technically 2 days, but I was aiming for 48 and I cracked. Basically, yeah, that's it. That's the long and short of it. The other thing is, what I've loved in both Moldova as well as Romania, it's opened my eyes to something. What happened was, both countries have a big culture of people spending time in parks. So basically what that means is, me growing up or me thinking about parks, I usually think they're either empty park benches or they're full of undesirables, you know, people sort of using drugs, or at least people hanging around in parks looking a little bit shady, especially at night time. Sort of one of the rules to just not hang around in parks late at night, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. In the capital here, I went for a wander last night, and it was a Friday evening, so you know, bit more going on, but I walked through a park and it was just, every bench was full, you know, like friends, a couple of mates together, like guys and their girlfriends, or you know, girls and their other friends, mums and their kids, you know, families, and they're sort of just sitting there and just enjoying the time passing. And it was really nice, and it sort of reminded me what we might not have or what they have. Alrighty, so I've been told by a certain individual, or I think it also makes sense that I should have a way that ends the videos and a tagline of some sort. Thought about it for a little while. Also had a friend check up on me to see if I was alive, because the video cut that quickly. I don't want to frighten anybody. What I will say is the tagline will be, bring back analog. What do I mean by that? Bring back analog means bringing back things that are tangible and working on skills that are real and doing things that are physical, you know. There's a lot that can sort of, there's a lot that can mean, but what I'm really saying, all I'm really saying is, write a letter to somebody, you know, someone you like, you love, or some, you know, be friends, family, whoever it is. Just write like a handwritten letter. That could be something nice, you know. Play cards again, like get some friends around and play like cards, or play chess, or get some friends around and do a tennis match, or you know, go to a public tennis court and play tennis. You know, the options are endless. So that's my end. That's my conclusion. Bring back analog.